Good. I was going to say good evening then. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into this afternoon's episode, can you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment in the comment section. Sending Blues free. Coventry 2, absolutely buzzing, man. You know, I went to I've just not long got in, guys, so went to the game, like, I don't like the 12 o'clock kickoff, so just really not expecting nothing, do you know what I mean? Like, not expecting Blues to turn up, you know, on weekend side. Good to see Stansfield back. Good to see Wagner, our new left back, Kyle Wagner, getting an assist as well. Just weren't expecting nothing, and just a wild game, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll get into it anyway. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. So Blues took the lead. Let me just share my screen with you guys. So the link's in the comments as well if you want to come on and have your side. It'd be really nice to get some people on today. So that's shared. So let's have a look at the line first and foremost. So Beadle in goal. I mean, first of all, the opening goal by Blues, great cross by Wagner for Deutsch. Really good finish by Deutsch. Deutsch got a couple, didn't he, to that? Yeah, got a brace to go 1-0 up, and the crowd was up. And then 2 minutes later, Coventry equalised, which seemed like I haven't seen none of the goals, but it seemed like a really weak goal. I mean, I think either one of the defenders or the midfielders could have got a man to close him down, but Beadle again, poor for me. And then it started to get a little bit toxic, if I'm being honest. Until we went 2-1 up, you know, and then it was just a great game. So let's look at the lineup. Beadle in goal, the Water right back, Newman and Robinson. I thought Newman played okay today, to be fair. Newman and Robinson as centre halves. Kyle Wagner comes in on his debut, getting an assist. I thought he played really well. Let me know what you thought of Kyle Wagner, guys, because obviously when you're at the game, it's a little bit difficult to kind of like, you know, watch one player, but I thought he played well. Pike, 6.5. I thought he's a little bit off the boil. Nice to see Dorbat didn't stop running, closing players down. I thought he played really well, picking a 7.3 up. Patrick Roberts getting 2 assists. I didn't even know that, you know. Getting an 8.6. Apparently as well, I mean, someone might know more than me, but I think we've signed Roberts for $1 million. Yeah, he's knocking on a bit, but he'll do for this season and next season at least. Really good to have Stansfield back in that 10. Just ran his socks off. Took him off on 90 minutes. But really good performance from Stansfield. He's not getting the goals what we kind of like want him to get, but he's having to drop into that 10 position. And I think you could see when Williamson came on and went into that 10, how much we lose in terms of the opposition just are all over us when Williamson comes on. He just really annoys me, Williamson. Just walks around like it's just nothing. Kumas came on 65 minutes and got a goal. Sorry, went off on 65. He started, didn't he, Kumas? I thought he had a really good game, Kumas. Took his goal really well. So kudos to Kumas, man. Kudos to Kumas. And Deutsch getting the brace, played really well. You know, took his goals really well. And yeah, man, we go into. Let's have a look at the stats. I'll get into your comments in a second. Stats are. I mean, I know they had a lot of the ball. I think some facts in it. You look at that, 75 possession versus 25. We played a completely different way today. You know, we had obviously less of the ball, but we were going a little bit more direct. And you know, granted, we hung on in the end. But the substitution, it just proves the lack of depth on our bench, guys. You know, the players we brought on, you could see the drop. You could see the drop, man. I mean, look, the last 20 minutes when we made our subs, I think we made them on 70. It was all Coventry. So, yeah, so it was Josh Eccles who equalised for Coventry. And then it was only on 10 minutes later that Deutsch gets his, is it Deutsch? No, sorry, Lewis Kumas rounds the goalkeeper, and we're going at the break 2-1, and then Ellis Sims gets the equaliser 2-2. Another weak goal as well from where I was sitting, but then straight after we get Marvin Deutsch pre-2. So yeah, expected goals. We pretty much matched them for expected goals. 1.16. We scored 3, so we battered our expected goals. Their expected goals are 1.34. They had 17 shots. We had 9. We had a couple of big chances. And we will look at the league table in a bit. Let's just get into some comments. So I'll put the link. I'll just put the link in again if you want to come on, guys. Come on and ring in. You know if the microphone's working all right and everything as well. Okay, just let me pick out a few comments. What I seen. You're right, Dan. How are you, mate? Good to have you in the chat, man. I ain't seen you for ages. Read somewhere we signed Roberts permanent for 1 million. Decent business if it's true. And it'll free up a new loan space. Yeah, good point, mate. It'll free up another loan space. I mean, he's been one of our best signings, isn't he? One of our better signings. You're right, Keith. How are you, right? And Lee RV. I mean, there's loads of comments before. Come on, can we play like that every week? Unreal. Yeah, man. I mean, you got to think about it. It's top of the league as well. Let me just scan through. I mean, there's loads of comments, man. You're right, Choose. How are you, mate? Just some of the guys in the comments. You're right, Garrett. How are you, mate? Get a couple of big, powerful midfielders and a striker, and striker's job done. Definitely need well, yeah, we need both, don't we, guys? We need a powerful midfielder who can put a tackle in, and we need strikers as well. Powerful strikers. You made bruisers, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Jake. How are you, mate? He's going to be cooking. I love Deutsch. That's 5 goals now. I don't know whether I could. I mean, he played, like, don't get me wrong, he played really well. I don't know if I could stretch it to I love him at the moment. He's kind of a little bit inconsistent in it, but you can't knock him today. He's won the game for us, really. Yes, Stu, how are you, mate? Good afternoon, everyone. That's a bit better, right? Yeah, definitely, Stu. I hope you're ringing tonight, mate. I'll put it in the comments. I'll just put the link in now, guys. So yeah, man, let me know what you thought, Stu. I'm scanning down now because I'm always way behind on the comments, so I want to try and get a bit current. Right, Winston, perfect tactics for Deutsch. Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah, like choose put there 25% possession. We're normally the team with 75% possession. Yeah, so it was definitely a challenge in kind of tactics and the way we approach the game. Yeah, we do, mate. Anyone else want to chat to Nick? Lee Boats, come on, but no, come on, Stu. I've just put the link in, guys. So if anyone wants to ring in, you don't have to have your. Dave's going to come on as well at some point, so we're going to have Dave's take. So you don't have to have your camera on; you can just talk. You're right, Tubbs. How are you, mate? For the boys in royal blue. Right, I'm going to get current now. You're right, Susan. How are you, Bob? So if you want to help out the channel as well, guys, I'm going to go down the unit and get your top, Susan, man. I need to go down there anyway, so I'll definitely go down there. I forgot what I was going to say then. So yes, if anyone wants to come on, let me know. Good stuff. Davis hearing he gone, to be honest, but I would keep it. Yeah, well, I did hear that yesterday, Lee, myself, and I don't know if it's just a rumour. Like, apparently he's been sacked already, but I don't know. You just don't know with social media, do you? Wagner was quality. Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, really impressed with him. I mean, I don't know how he looks on TV. Stand for the truth. We'll save that, but I'll star that. That's a question I'll put to some of the guys what are calling in. Keep the comments coming in, guys, and I'll pick a few out. I'm going to bring Dave on first, then we'll go to Stu. Okay, so let's bring Dave's take on. How are you, Dave? I'll start that.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look at some transfer news.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to tell you, I'm getting confused here, mate. Right, anyway. Right, what a great performance today. I think you said most of it already, haven't you? Deutsch played well. What a cross that was. So it went from, I think it was Paik to Wagner. Wagner's cross was just unbelievable. And then Bosch. I thought, who's that bloke?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him. It was a superb goal. And the second one he scored, you'd say that their keeper could have done better. Well, I'm not moaning. He placed it in the back of the net, didn't he? But, yeah, I've got no complaints today, really. We were down 9 men, said on the radio. 9 men out.
What do you mean? We was 9 men out.
Yeah, and they were talking about Dykes as well, like they don't know why he wasn't there. Well, everyone else does because he's off, isn't he?
Yeah. So Darren's just put that. So hold on one sec, Dave. So Darren's just put that. No Dykes or Leonard on the bench. So that was interesting as well. There's no Leonard. Don't think they are injured. So he did just mention about Dykes. So that looks like he's off. What about Leonard, Dave? Because I don't think he was injured, like Darren just said.
I think he would probably get into most. I think he's a championship quality player.
Yeah.
So I think he'd get into a lot of sides. So if he does go, it's probably because he's been in the ear of the manager saying he wants first team football. You can't blame him, really, can you? I quite like him, to be honest with you. I hope he stays, but I think he's going to go. I think. So Dykes, he's off. That's not really going to be any loss. But the only problem with that is at the moment, we've got the big fella-wise, he's Williamson, isn't it? I don't know. And I don't really know what that bloke brings to the team, apart from stretching and jumping. Well, not jumping, obviously, because he can't get off the ground, can he?
No.
Yeah, that's it, really. I'm really happy, though. I mean, 3 points against Coventry. We were under the cosh a bit, weren't we? We were under the cosh, but if we're down 9 men, that is an even more impressive result, isn't it?
Yeah. Tom's put it. Dave, do you think we should sign a new keeper?
Yeah, I think we've got to sign a new keeper because he scares the living piss out of me. I thought he was responsible for the first goal, definitely. Well, he's not responsible for it, but he could have done better. He could have done better for both goals, I think. And that's like where you need that. You need a keeper who's going to, an outstanding keeper. Do you know what I mean? I feel more confident with Allsop in goal, but I don't know if, like you said, you didn't. You think they're both not good enough, don't you? And I'm starting to agree with you about that. I'd love a new goalkeeper, but I want him to be a number one.
Yeah,
because he's got to know that Beadle's not all that. Yeah, hasn't he? He's got to know. He's got to watch the same game that we watch, and it just makes everyone nervous. He got the lowest rating, I think, out of all the players.
Yeah,
but I think Deutsch got man of the match.
Yeah.
On WM, I can't stand listening to WM, but I had to because he's on the way home, right? And they were going on about Robinson, yeah? Robinson being responsible for both the goals.
Well,
I'd have to look at that again, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen the goals back. I think he might have been at fault for the first one. Not at fault, but I mentioned that you should have closed your man down for that first one, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
But Beadle was Beadle could have got to both of their goals. I thought. I don't know. I'll have to watch them back. But Brummy's put great performance today, but Beadle is so poor. Also needs to start or get someone in new. And I think we've just covered that really. So yeah, good to see Brummy's on. If you do want to help the channel out, guys, there's a super chat and a super thanks. If you want to help out that way, there's also a join button. There's also, if you just want to hit the like button, and also just subscribe, and that costs nothing as well. So I'm just going to go through a few comments, Dave, and pick a couple, and then early days I know, but Wagner seems to have a cool head and a good eye for a pass.
Yeah,
I mean, great, really, considering we've only had him for a day or so. You know, to come in from America straight into championship.
Well, I watched the video when he said like that their season's just ended or something. Is that right? I don't know. But he's still basically he's as fit as a fiddle. He looked good, didn't he? He looked like, you know, it was definitely, you know, getting stuck in, and I thought he had a really good game considering he's not played in the championship before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's adapted really well straight away. We need more of them. Yeah. We can't be having these Kyogos, can we? Where they're just settling in for like 21 games or whatever it is. But I don't want to criticise Kyogo too much. But I think you have to, don't you? Because if he's like out forward, and there's a lot of people say stuff like, you know, he hasn't had the game time and that, and we're not playing to his strengths. But you'd have thought he'd have scored at least one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we've kind of called it Kyogo, though. It's just shit. Nothing more to talk about. We've seen him in warm-up. We couldn't even score in warm-up.
Yeah, fuck. That gives you a taking the piss out of me, wouldn't it?
We're just going over old ground about talking about Kyogo. For me, I'll be very surprised if he gets a Blues goal. Do you know what I mean? I will, mate. I think he needs. I mean, I don't know what we do with him because we paid 10 million for him, but anyway, we'll go through a few comments and then we'll finish off. What's going on with your microphone, Dave? Is that your microphone?
I don't think so.
Okay, 4 men can't jump. Good for. Oh yeah. I mean, we didn't have to lose something, didn't we? When Williamson came on. Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. As soon as he came on, there was like who was taken off. There was the Kai Wagner was taken off, wasn't he? Was it Stansfield then?
Stansfield got took off really late. I don't think it was.
He took off Deutsch, didn't he?
Yeah, he took off Deutsch. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's 3 came on and 3 came off. And I was like, what the fuck has he done that for? Samsted came on, but I thought Doyle was fouled hard today, but Patrick Roberts as well. He got 2 assists, didn't he? So he had a good game. He's just quality, isn't he? I hope we can sign him.
Apparently, we were signing him for $1 million, so hopefully we can get that done. Right, is there any questions you want to ask me, Dave, before I bring Stuart?
Yeah. Do you know about any of the transfers that any players were in for? Because I can't see anything. And have you discussed that thing that Shay was going on about? He's already sacked.
Yeah, we've just discussed that. It was just like, I don't really know what to believe. It's kind of social media for it.
I can't believe that listening to the radio. You know, he's been interviewed as well. So I can't see that. Yeah. Well, no. It's just a great day, wasn't it, today?
Yeah.
Great day, man. And I'm so pleased we hung on, and I'm not a fan of Coventry, but they are a really good team. And they probably will win it. Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know now. I think maybe Ipswich could win the league.
Yeah.
I wasn't really impressed with them. I mean, they obviously dominated the ball, but they were on a bad run themselves. And for us to get something we've also had a bad run of form. I don't know. I'm not that impressed with mate, if I'm being honest.
But when they played at, so I was going to say Hartfield Road then. When they played at the Rico,
Yeah,
they were much better than us, weren't they?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've done a job on us at the Rico Arena. But yeah. So nice one, Dave. Appreciate you coming on.
Great day, mate. Great day.
Yeah.
I think keep it on, everyone.
Bye, mate. Bye.
All right, bye.
So that was Dave's take. So I mean, Dave was like me, very much going to the game, wasn't really expecting nothing. And so yeah, buzzing, man. I'm going to bring Stu on in a minute. I'm just going to quickly use the toilet, Stu. Is that all right? Then we'll bring Stu on. If you can, guys, just hit the like button. Get in the comment section as well. Nice one, Blue Shadow. So that's the way I help the channel out as well. He's gifting memberships. So that's buzzing for that. Enough love, Blue Shadow. I'm going to get a smoke as well, guys. I'm absolutely gasping. Said I was going to pack up finger New Year's Day as well. 1 second. 1 minute. Not going to toilet in a minute. So yeah, yeah, man, let's bring Stu on so I can roll this while we're talking. How are you, bro?
I was going to say, man, that was the world's quickest piece of.
Nah, I'll have to go for one in a bit. I need a smoke before.
All good, mate. You buzzing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. So, did you go first and foremost today?
No, man, watched it on the TV with me, Mom, who was in tears at Keep Right On at the start. And my sister and my niece come down, so all good.
Nice.
Nice to watch it on the TV occasionally.
Yeah, what did you watch it on ITV or on Sky?
On ITV, mate. Yeah, biased commentary and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The same old anti-Blues rhetoric in it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes us, but FEA.
Yeah. And thoughts on the game? It's kind of like on the performance and who stood out for you, mate.
I can't. I mean, watching the game, I can't believe that we only had 25% possession.
I know it's a bit strange, isn't it?
It seems mad to me, but it is what it is, isn't it? That's what they say. So, but I thought we played well. To me, we actually seem to have a plan. We actually seem to go 4-4-2 when we was out of possession. We looked resolute in the lines. Stano and that didn't go madly trying to press them or harry them. They kind of like let them come onto them a little bit more, and then disrupted and stuff like that. But yeah, mate, that Kai, yeah, I watched his reel and interview, and I thought, yeah, one touch, one touch, and he's passing the ball. On his first touch, he's crossing the ball. He's getting across players and getting foot-ins and stuff. And I thought, if he comes to Blues and he plays like that, then that's ideal,
Yeah.
And then I watched his interview with Blues last night.
Yeah.
When he was revealed, and he was saying that I think this has been on the cards for a while, obviously, because he's spoken to Wagner and Brady, and he'd said that he'd been keeping fit in the meantime after the close of the MLS season. So I think that's kind of why he was just like shoehorned straight in, get in there. So I think he's probably been in the country like a week or two maybe. So he's probably spoke with Davis and the team and that, because you can't just come in the day after, can you, and play like that. So he's got to have been around for a while. So fair play to him, mate. I think it maybe buoyed Blues up a little. I think he buoyed the fans up a little bit.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, mate. Great assist for the first goal. But then he took it well, didn't he, the Duck?
We did take it well.
That ain't easy to do, is it?
Nah. He was on the volley, weren't he, Stu?
Yeah. The ball never touched the ground. Just took it on the volley. And yeah, and Kumas as well, mate. I mean, I think we've all said this season he's had no end product, has he? He's looked a bit. Yeah, he's all right. He can run a bit and that, but then he kind of either gets nudged off the ball or what's he do with it and that. So to kind of latch onto it and then, you know, get into the box and, you know, kind of just crept over the line, really, didn't he? I mean, their defender should have got back to it, but then fair play, it's in, innit? But conceding the goals, mate, we did. I thought was a bit shit. I thought, you know, he should have done better.
Yeah, so just talking, I mean, you've gone through Blues' goals. I thought all three was decent, you know, good goals. Wasn't expecting us to come out of the traps as we did really well and get the first goal. The Coventry goal, so
like a scrappy, you know, a scrappy goal somewhere along the lines, weren't we? Instead, we've scored like 3 quality goals, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, go on, what you can say?
Sorry, just quickly on their goal. So, what was the crack with their first one? Like, who was to blame for that? Because everyone was like, "How the hell has that gone?" Because I was behind the goal for that one.
Yeah, I mean, he was quite a way out, weren't he? Really, 30 yards or something?
Yeah,
as well outside the D.
Yeah, well outside the box.
Never got closed down, but then the Coventry players kind of like bent it round him a little bit. But yeah, man, he should have seen that earlier and adjusted and got something on it, mate. Got something on it.
Yeah.
So a bit disappointed there, and for the second one as well. And did you see the one where, you know, at the end where their player got sent off?
Well, yes. So what happened then? I sort of looked. So at that point, I was round sort of like by block 39, and I seen the crowd like cheer, and I seen your man on the floor. So what did he grab his man head off or something?
So he's had like a bit of a coming together with Neumann, and he's like swung a leg at him while Newman's trying to get up and caught him a little bit. He's turned round and like stepped back to the Coventry player. The Coventry player's got up and they've had a bit of and then he's like clipped him round the head.
Yeah.
I mean, he did overreact really. He went down like he'd been bleeding punched
by,
you know, by a boxer. But yeah, I mean, you can't be doing that. So yeah, I mean, he's got sent off. But what was it? There was I don't know if it was that. There was it was that, I think, because there was an instance where it's come in, Beadle's kind of saved it, it's gone and hit the crossbar and then landed, and then their players put it in, but it was already done and dusted. The ref had already blown. Yeah, mate, I'm just not sure of him. He's just like, I mean, apparently the Coventry goalkeeper is on loan from the same club.
Yeah, he is.
He looked shocking at the start because Stanner nearly had him, didn't he, at the start? So I don't think any of their goalkeepers are that sure of themselves, but you know, it might just be an age thing. But like Dave said, mate, you know, can we keep on affording to go with this young lad and give him the experience at the cost of ourselves and the club?
I mean, I don't know whether they bring a goalkeeper in January, but in the summer, I think we need. I think we need to. I do. I really do, mate. Just quickly on the tactics, because a lot of people are saying the tactics looked a lot different, and someone's just put two up front, brought into, and then switched to 5 at the back. Did you switch to 5 at the back? It did look like it from where I was.
Yeah, it looked like it at the end.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah, for like, you know, last 10, 15 minutes or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who we got next? We've got Cambridge next, Stu, and then we go to 2 away games coming up now. I think we've got a few away games coming up because I know we're not at home till the end of the month against Stoke. So Cambridge is a bit of a kind of
banana skin.
Bit of banana skin. Swansea away. I don't know, what does this result sort of like galvanise the team? Does it kind of give Chris Davis his January transfer window? Because there was one thing I noticed when Coventry was having corners in the first half and was kicking towards the till, there was no leader on the pitch, Stu, in terms of like no one was organising the defence, or they weren't talking to each other. I mean, people was even shouting, talk to each other. Because usually when you're behind that goal, they're really at each other. It was just a lack of leadership. So I don't know whether that's missing Clara or I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
I've
don't know.
heard that even Clara's quite quiet though.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And
Yeah,
I've heard that both the goalies are quite quiet as well, with like commanding the box and telling people where they need to be and that really. So yeah, whether they want to, whether they either tell them to be a bit more vocal or they get someone in, but
yeah,
you know, I think just the performance really. I mean, I said, you know, in the last one, I was expecting a bit of a drumming in one of these games. It's probably like a few people, especially in this one. But
yeah,
you know, hats off to them, fair play to them.
yeah. Nice one, shit.
What a performance and that. So let's all I think, right, is let's just hope that they can like refresh from this and kick on from it and like use it as a galvanizing thing. You know, I don't know who else they're looking at bringing in. I've heard nothing else. You know, I mean, this guy, but Wagner just kind of, to my ears, just dropped out the sky. So
yeah,
you know, whether they do the same with any other ones, but but hopefully we'll have some players coming back, and you know, we've got Clara coming back from suspension. You know,
got Doyle back now as well. So yeah.
So
yeah, nice
it's
one.
up a bit now, don't it? So hopefully we can get some players fit and back and use this to kick on from. Really.
No, I totally agree, man. I think like what you just said, we just kind of have to take it game by game now. Do you know what I mean? And just see.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just finish up by saying all this crap about like getting rid of Chrissy Davies. I think some of it's coming from people at other clubs.
Could be.
I read a bit on Facebook and this, that, and the other, and apparently people are going, "Yeah, but mate, you're a Liverpool fan and you're a fan of them down the road, and you're a fan of, you know, Celtic, and why are you cheap? You know, it's the old living rent free, and why are you coming onto our shit and spouting rubbish?"
Yeah.
I think today's result and performance should solidify Chrissy Davies's position. If they can kick on from it. Going to Cambridge, FA Cup game, will he ring the changes and give some people some rests? Thinking, wow, he's just one of them, innit? Let's concentrate on the league. And just see where we go, mate. Really.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, mate. Listen, Stu, thanks ever so much for coming on again, mate. Really appreciate it.
Always a
pleasure.
pleasure.
Soon.
Take care.
Right, nice one for Stu's coming on. Always got a good insight into the game. I just want to say a big thank you to Blue Shadow. She's gifted two memberships, also a £5 super sticker as well. So that's enough love, Blue Shadow. Really appreciate it, man. And they have gone to Robert Carroll, BCFC Tubbs. Oh, that's good. Tubbs is always in the chat, and Mason's 7603. So I will be going down the unit very soon because I've got to do another raffle. And congratulations for Susan for becoming a member. She's been a member now for 10 months, so that's amazing, Susan, man. Is there anything else? No, so let's get back to the comments. Thanks ever so much for that, guys. Okay, let's come through. I'm going to bring Lee Burke on in a minute as well. Lee Burke's in the chat, so hang on 1 second, Lee. Stu is a natural. He's just cool, calm, and collected, man. So I didn't really know that it was the end of the season. I did watch a little bit of his interview, but I was doing something at the time. What's Choose to say? Brum's owner, kidding me, Calder. Yeah, I know he's from Philly. Oh, yeah, got ya. So this American chap. You're right, John, how are you, mate? Well, that was more like it. It was an old school blues. I have to admit, I prefer a good battle like that to the high possession. Yeah, I'm me, John. We had to do something different, didn't it? Stu's awesome, always level-headed and not rash. Okay. Let's have a look. Nice one, Stu. Thanks ever so much. Right, so you're right, Blue Shadows. Did you go to the match? I'm feeling rough. Catch you next time, Nick. Keep right on and all. Yeah, not Blue Shadow. Hope you feel better soon. Okay, so let's just bring Leon because I don't even know how. Oh, I can't bring him on. He's gone. Oh, you need to connect your mic if you want to come on there. Yes, yeah, Nick knows she's always a good watcher. Nice one, Emza. Hope you're well anyway, brother. Okay. Leo, how are you, mate?
We're all right, mate.
Yeah,
We're
not
all right,
bad.
Nick. I'm good as well. Yeah, that was we needed that good win, Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed that.
Did you watch the game, Lee?
I did here on ITV.
Yeah. And what was your thought? Good game.
I thought it was brilliant. Brilliant goals. There were brilliant goals. There were.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's going? Just quickly, so we've kind of covered the Blues game really, Lee. So so what's going on at Albion? Are they playing today?
They play tomorrow, Leicester.
Okay. And that's at home, isn't it?
Yeah, no away game, away at Leicester.
Okay. What's the vibe around the Albion? Just for people that don't know, Lee's an Albion fan, but loves the Blues as well, don't you, Lee? So
Yeah.
what's the vibes around your manager, Ryan Mason?
I think if he don't win, he'll be going.
Okay.
He'll be just sacked. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you can go there and get a result tomorrow, Lee?
Well, I hope so. Because if we lose again, we haven't won in 10 games away.
Yeah.
If we don't win tomorrow.
Fucking hell, that's some going in it.
Yeah.
Needed as up. Well, you're probably worse than us away, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right then, Lee. So thanks for coming on, mate. Did you have a good New Year?
I had a good New Year and I had a good Christmas.
Good Christmas and everything. Good stuff,
Me-
mate.
My birthday in 8 weeks. My birthday in 8 weeks.
Oh,
2nd of
lovely.
Feb. I'll be 43.
43. You'll have to let us know when it gets nearer and we'll wish you
Oh, okay.
happy.
All right,
Okay.
Nick. Have a good
Sweet.
week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good week. Speak to you soon, mate. God bless. God bless. So that was Lee, right? So nice to have Leon. I'll put the link in at the bottom of the comments now if anyone wants to come on. Thanks from a tractor boy. Oh, okay, yeah. So an Ipswich fans in the building. So yeah, I was just saying, mate. Actually, I fancy Ipswich to win the league. I know the Coventry are a little way in front. In fact, we'll look at the league table in a minute. But I fancy Ipswich to win the league. I was actually saying that before I went about 20 minutes ago. Because Coventry weren't all that. I mean, you beat 3-0 the other week, didn't you? I watched that game. Absolutely hammered them. So, yeah, maybe Albion will get better tomorrow. Fans hate Mason. Yeah. Good to see the others on. Nick kind of put you at ease, to be fair, and leads a chat well. Yeah, I think so, Stu. I think it's a good idea to get people on and stuff. So if you haven't hit the like button, guys, hit the like button if you can. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe bell as well. It's completely free. No noise from the tractor boys. Country. When will Leicester get the 13 points deduction? It's a good point, really. Great to see you, Blue Boys. Great win, you Blue Boys. Blue, somebody saying it. Oh, there was a question, weren't there? Mate, Nick, I won't be coming on. Okay, no worries, Emza. Choose, get on, mate. It was smash it. There was a question. I'll put it in the starred ones anyway. You're right, Josh. Afternoon, everyone. Late to the chat. Brilliant live again, Nick. And guess what a performance. Wagner looks a quality addition. Well, we were saying what we've been saying for ages. We needed a left back cover. And he looked ideal, didn't he, guys? I mean, I'm going to have to watch the game back in terms of watching the highlights when I get off here, because, you know, people that have been watching me for a while, I just come straight in and come on. So I haven't seen nothing back. So I'm kind of like learning a little bit about the game as we're going through it together. Carol saying, if we are honest, who expected the win today? Enjoying the calls and comments. Well done, Nick. Oh, thanks, Carol. Yeah, I wasn't, Carol. I was really just, I wasn't looking forward to it, from being honest. I'm thinking 12 o'clock kick-off. You know, the amount of players we've got out, the form we was on. I was like when the team sheet come out, I was really pleased to see Stansfield. You know, like I mentioned earlier, he's not getting the goals, but he brings so much off the ball. You know, he's pressing, he's all over the shop in terms of you know, closing players down and that. And I think we're really missing. I mean, Chris Davis gave him a massive hug at the end of the game. So, you know, Ian saying, just look what a win can do for our league position. We're going to look at the league in a minute here. But teams still have to play today, of course. Yeah, we'll look at the latest scores as well. Coventry falling apart again. Nice to get one over and on them, you know, guys. Right, let's have a look at the league table then. Can I share that? Let's have a look at the table. Or should we have a look at the latest results first? We'll have a look at the latest results first. So QPR won 3-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. That was the same time as us. I mean, we could have done with Sheffield Wednesday getting something there. Sheffield United's been called off. Charlton 2-1 up at Blackburn. Nuts. Preston 1-0 up away to Bristol City. So these are half times, lads. Derby 1-1 against Wrexham. I know I've had both teams scoring that. I think I've had both teams in this as well. Middlesbrough 0, Southampton 0. Millwall 1, Swansea 0. Remember, that's our next league game, Swansea away. And Norwich 0, Stoke 0. Portsmouth and Ipswich have been called off. So a few teams are going to have games in hand over us. So have a look at the league table. We don't want that. So let's have a look at the league table then. So this is the live league table, guys. So Coventry 52. I mean, there's still Ipswich are not playing today, obviously. They've been called off it now, so 8 points clear. Watford on 41 in 6th. And then we've moved up a few places, 3 places as it stands on 34 points. We are 7 points off the playoffs, so as it stands. But more importantly, I think we are 9 points away from 3rd, because I was worried we would get beat today, so we'd be on 31 points, and you know, Norwich and Portsmouth could get something. So we'd be 4 points off bottom 3. So it's been a really good day, guys. Really good day. Thanks for everyone what's liked, commented, and shared. I'm just going to go through the last and gifted as well, especially Blue Shadow. You know, and everyone that's came on and phoned in as well. So let's just quickly run through these, see if there's anything to pick out. No, we'll leave it. Thomas Frank, I really like Frank, but we went a goal up. So they're just having banter in the thing. So yeah, we'll finish it there, guys. We've been going for 45 minutes. So brilliant time for Blues. I don't think no one was really expecting anything. You know, I thought maybe a point at tops. You know, and that was kind of going with my heart. My head was saying we'll lose. So brilliant, man. Brilliant results. And we go to Cambridge United away in the FA Cup next Saturday. So I'll be on after that. I think that's a 3 o'clock kick-off, isn't it? So I'll be on around about 5, 5:15. Listen, all have a great week coming ahead, and keep right on.